Alto 2. Alto 2, Salvation is Created. This one for the 13th of April, which is Palm Sunday. Get your pencils out. I'd like you to go through and measure, number the measures that will make talking to each other much less complicated. So what you're going to do is, so on page 1, it's measure 1. The second line on page 1 starts with measure 6. Turn the page. The top of 2 is measure 13. You can go back and fill these in. The second score begins with measure 20, and the third score with measure 26. The top of 3 begins with measure 32. The middle score begins with 42. And the bottom score begins with measure 48. Page 4. Top measure is 54. The second score begins with measure 61. Page 5 begins with measure 67. And the last line begins with measure 75. That will give us common language. I am going to ask, please mark on page 1 that all the altos will sing the tenor 1 part. All the altos will sing tenor 1. When we get to measure 9, which is the 4th measure at the bottom, alto 2s will stay on the tenor 1 part. So mark, whatever you have to do. I also thought it was helpful to go through and mark, like on this top line where the tenor line is, I have an A for alto/T, which means altos and tenors. And the second line in the tenor score, I have A2/T, so that you know when you look at that score, you're going to be reading in the tenor line. Top of page 2. You'll start reading the alto score, so you'll want to mark that. Put an A by the alto line. All the altos will read that, and you will keep doing that on the rest of page 2. On page 3, you're reading the alto line for measure 32, 33, 34, 35. At measure 36, you'll do what you did before. The alto 2s will read the top tenor line. And that will continue on that rest of that page until top of 4. And then the altos are going to read, all the altos will read the alto line. And that continues for page 4. When you get to page 5, you're singing the alto line. Singing the alto line for 67, 68, 69, 70, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. I think I miscounted. That's okay. Let's see. You sing Alleluia. The third measure from the end of that top score, the alto 2s are going to go down and sing the top tenor line. So now I have miscounted. So let's just fix that together. Page 5 begins with measure 67, 68, 69, 70, 71. Yeah, very good. All right. At measure 72, alto 2s will sing the top tenor line, and you will finish that way. All right, so here we go. All altos are singing tenor 1. And I'm counting this in 2. Like that, okay? 1, 2, ready, and carry this over. Keep on the tenor 1, 2. Go up to the alto. Measure 18. And carry this over. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Now you're going to sing the tenor 1. And stay right there on the tenor 1 and begin at measure 42. 1, 2. Lu, E, ah. Breathe. Up to the, and stay on the tenor 1 note. Now at the top of 4, go to the alto line. And 1. Go down to the tenor 1 part. 1, 2, measure 77. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Like that. If you need help marking your music, come and find me and I'll help you.